Close your eyes for a moment, not just to remember, but to return. Return to a Britain where life moved slower, voices sounded warmer, and the days somehow felt longer. No buzzing phones, no glowing screens, just real moments, real people, and real time. If you grew up in the 1970s, this isn't history, it's home. The crackle of a vinyl record warming up, milk bottles clinking softly on the doorstep at dawn, a Ford Cortina coughing into life on a quiet Sunday morning. Back then, life didn't rush you, it invited you in. Today, we're not just remembering the 1970s, we're stepping back into the everyday world that shaped a generation of Britons, a world that slowly faded, but never forgotten. In the 1970s, childhood in Britain wasn't scheduled, it was discovered. Long summer days stretched endlessly ahead. The pavement was your playground, the street was your kingdom. Raleigh Choppers lined up like trophies, their high handlebars and padded seats making every child feel 10 feet tall. Owning one wasn't just having a bike, it was status. You rode until your legs burned and the sky began to darken, always keeping one eye on the street lamp. Because when that lamp flickered on, everyone knew it was time to go home. No texts, no tracking, just trust. Saturday mornings had a rhythm all their own. Before streaming and endless choice, every British child knew there was one show you never missed, Blue Peter. When that trumpet theme played, the living room fell silent. Not because you were told to be quiet, but because you wanted to listen. Blue Peter wasn't flashy, it was warm, curious, encouraging. You learned how to make something from nothing, met pets with bigger personalities than some presenters, watched time capsules buried for futures you couldn't yet imagine, and those badges, earning one felt like receiving a medal. For children of the 70s, Blue Peter didn't just entertain, it told you that you mattered, that you could try, that you belonged. School days came with their own small rituals. Every morning, glass bottles of milk waited in neat crates by the classroom door. By mid-morning, the milk was often warm, but nobody cared. You peeled back the silver foil cap, pushed in a paper straw that sometimes collapsed halfway, and took a sip anyway. That clink of glass wasn't just a sound, it was break time, friendship, shared experience. When the bottles disappeared, something else went with them, and everyone felt it. Before parents queued in cars, children walked to school. Rain or shine, scarf flapping, satchel swinging. Those pavements were classrooms of their own. You learned shortcuts, you learned responsibility, you learned confidence. No mobile phones, just footsteps, familiar faces, and knowing exactly where you belonged in the world. Weekends brought magic. Saturday morning cinema clubs transformed ordinary high streets into gateways of adventure. A few coins brought you hours of cartoons, cowboy films, sing-alongs, and competitions. The projector whirred, the lights dimmed, villains were booed, heroes were cheered, and hundreds of children became one roaring crowd. When the doors opened again and sunlight poured in, you stepped back outside changed somehow, already counting the days to next Saturday. Music in the 1970s had weight. You didn't swipe it, you held it. Sliding a vinyl record from its sleeve felt like a ceremony. You studied the cover, read the lyrics, listened from start to finish because lifting the needle early felt wrong. The hum, the crackle, the first note. Albums weren't background noise, they were journeys. Even now, the smell of cardboard sleeves and the memory of records stacked against a wall can pull you straight back. Then there were the small joys, panini stickers, that crinkle of the packet, the hope of finally finding the missing player. Playgrounds turned into trading floors. Doubles were gold. Deals sealed with handshakes. Finishing the album felt like winning something important, because it was. Happiness came in glass bottles, Tizer, Corona, bright colors glowing behind shop counters, promising pure fizz and summer sweetness. You returned empty bottles for pennies and felt rich doing it. Grown up, clever. The pop of the cap, the rush of bubbles. Those drinks didn't just refresh you, they marked moments. Sweets were treasures. Spangles melted slowly, wrappers crackling in your pocket. Dip dabs turned treats into performances. Chalky lollies plunged into fizzy sherbet, leaving sticky fingers and wide smiles. They weren't just sweets, they were celebrations. 6 weeks of summer holidays felt endless. Mornings began with toast and freedom. Days shaped themselves around imagination. Streets became stadiums. Fields became football pitches. Boredom, when it arrived, belonged only to you. By evening, you came home grass-stained, sun-warmed, and full of stories too big to explain. Sunday afternoons had a soundtrack, the top 40 on Radio 1, finger hovering over the record button, praying the DJ wouldn't talk over the intro. Charts mattered. Arguments on Monday mornings were fierce. That hiss of tape, that rewind. Music wasn't just heard, it was earned. Evenings belonged to family. 1 television, 3 channels, no remote. The antenna adjusted, biscuits on trays, laughter filling the room. Morecambe and Wise, the 2 Ronnies, the generation game. If you missed it, you missed it. And somehow, that made it special. Looking back, the 1970s weren't perfect, but they were human. Life was shared, moments were lived together, and time felt like it had space to breathe. These everyday rituals didn't feel important then, but they shaped who we became. So tell us, which memory brought you back? Was it the milk bottles, the street games, the family TV? Share your story in the comments. Like this video if it stirred something familiar. Subscribe for more journeys back to the Britain we remember. Because these memories matter, and together we keep them alive.
Learn Quran online with Hassan al-Basri Quran Academy. We teach Quran online with Tajweed through Skype, Zoom, and WhatsApp all over the world. We offer Quran for beginners, Quran with Tajweed, Qiraat course, Quran translation, Quran memorization, Tafsir course. Learn with qualified expert and trained teachers. So what you waiting for? Join us. Visit over website, HassanalBasriQuranAcademy.com.